Hello, everybody. Now, this time I got to push it back a little. I don't know. Okay, maybe we got it right this time. Welcome to Grandma Hershey Cooks. I'm Grandma Hershey, spelled with a U and not an E. So don't get it twisted. Okay, today is episode 89. And we are going to make Parmesan chicken. You guys chose it, and that is what we are going to make. All right. I'm still contemplating that gumbo thing. And we're going to see. We may get it in there. But anyway, right now we're doing Parmesan chicken. How about that? And we are going to talk about the healthy highlights. Today, I did not do a comparison thing or any of that. Okay. So it's just you and me and these healthy highlights right now. So the calories for one piece of Parmesan chicken, and this is for a regular thigh. I noticed when my thighs cooked up, they kind of shrank. So a regular thigh, I think, would be a little bigger than what I got. So I'm basing this off of a regular thigh. In case you look at these and say, boy, those some tiny thighs, they must have came from Cornish hens. Anywho, we're not going to worry about that. So on a regular thigh, one Parmesan chicken is 272.5 calories. Okay. The saturated fat is 5.9, and that's mostly because of the chicken and the egg. Okay. Then the cholesterol is 146.3, and that's really with that egg and the chicken. But the sodium is 393.8. That's not bad. The carbs, the regular carbs, not the net carbs, but the regular carbs, which is much different from the net carbs this time. But anywho, still, it's 9.8. It's not keto low, but it's pretty low. Okay. The sugar is only 2. So you diabetics and those who watching all your loveliness, you can indulge. Okay. The protein, which is really good, is 26.8. Like the protein. Yes, yes. And the fiber is 0.6. So that brings the net carbs to 9.2 overall for one regular size thigh Parmesan chicken. Okay, you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. Grandma Hershey not making this up. Anywho, so what I want to do is tell you what all is in the ingredients, what all the ingredients are, and then we're going to get busy with making it, okay? And don't forget to leave your comments, okay? Because I really, really love the comments. Woo-hoo. Okay, so anywho, you're going to get 4 pieces of boneless and skinless chicken thighs, okay? Now, Grandma Hershey must confess, this was in a pack, I think from Sam's, wherever it was, but I really like to get the ones in the grocery store where, the butcher puts it out. I really like those kind of best. But anywho, we can do what we got to do. All right. Especially with the prices of things. So if it's on sale, get whatever you want to use, boo, because we want you to love this Parmesan chicken. All right. So we're going to take 4 skinless, boneless chicken thighs. Then we're going to get some oil spray because you're going to use it twice. All righty. And you're going to have your Mrs. Dash garlic and herb, Mrs. Dash onion and herb, a half a teaspoon of each, and some garlic powder, a half a teaspoon of each, and some black pepper as much as you like. Because you know how spicy you like your stuff. Okay. If you don't like it spicy at all, don't use none. But Grandma Hershey did use some black pepper. And here she just used a little bit. Okay. Then you want your 4th teaspoon of kosher salt and 1 egg. And you want to beat it. Okay. Not whip it, but like beat it to where it's like that. Okay, and then you want a half a cup of panko breadcrumbs, and that's because they have way less salt than the regular breadcrumbs. And since I wanted Italian flavoring, I went ahead and put 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning and mixed in with the panko breadcrumb. And you can also smash it up a little more if you want to make it finer, because sometimes they be kind of coarse. So whichever way you want to do it to make it finer is fine. And then you're going to have a half a cup of Ragu. And the reason I use that brand because it had low sodium, and it's called Ragu Simply. And I used the tomato basil on this one. But whichever one you can find that have as least salt as possible, then go ahead and use it. All right. And then I have got 4 slices of mozzarella cheese to go on top of the chicken. And I did get the best choice. It worked out really good, actually. Okay. So now the first thing you're going to do is turn your oven on to 425. Now, Grandma Hershey don't have her oven on right now because I don't want to burn up my stuff up here, okay? But you can turn your oven on to 425, all right? I said 425. Then, while that's heating up, you're going to take those first 5 seasoning. Well, actually, first thing you're going to do after you turn the oven on is you're going to spray a skillet or saucepan, whichever. And you're going to put those, you're going to spray it with some oil spray. Then you're going to put the chicken in there and you're going to sear it, which means you're going to brown it. Okay. And so I already did that part because we don't have all day around here. So I just want to show you what it looked like, kind of browned. It's not going to be all the way done, but it's going to be, see how it's brown, and you do both sides. Okay. So once you do that, then then you're going to put that chicken into your, first we're going to season the chicken. We got to season our meat. Grandma heard you thinking. So we're going to take our seasoning, which I put to get mixed together in a bowl. It's easier that way. Okay. So we're going to season the chicken on both sides. Okay. See, these things look tiny. Grandma should have had her gloves. She did wash her hands, but since it's not raw meat, it don't bother me so bad. And it's not all sticky and gooey and crap like that. So, okay. Oop, did I say crap? I'm sorry. Lo siento. I mean, and stuff like that. Okay. So we're going to season both sides of this meat with our seasoning. And see, if it was a regular size, all this seasoning would be, it wouldn't be none left. So what we're going to do is take the rest of the seasoning and put it in the eggs. How about that? We'll put it right there in the eggs. That way, when we put this chicken in there, it's going to get more seasoning. So then you're going to take the egg. This is where Grandma Hershey is not going to touch this chicken. Is putting this in this egg. Yeah, you can't really see that, can you? Okay, let's put this down a little more. There we go. Oh, all right. So maybe I'll duck. I know we got to get this together. This is great. Okay, maybe I can. Oops. All right. Live show. You get your bloopers here. Okay, anyway, maybe I'll just hold it up. So we're going to put this chicken inside the egg yolk. It's not yolk, it's just egg, period. And we're going to do it on both sides. Then we're going to take it and we're going to put it into our panko breadcrumbs. Our Italian breadcrumbs now. And I just kind of jerk it around a little bit. Then I flip it over and jerk it around a little more. Okay. And then you're going to take the chicken out. See, both sides is coated. And you're going to put it in your pan that's already been sprayed. Okay. We're going to take another piece of chicken. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do all of them the same. And see, this egg will help the breadcrumbs stay on it. Because, you know, a lot of times you try to coat some stuff in some breadcrumbs or breading or whatever coating, and then it don't stick. And that's because you need some egg on it. That egg gonna make it stick. See? Now that's and when you do something like this, you just gotta shake it up. You don't have to do a whole lot to it. Okay, come on, Hershey. Woo-hoo. All right. That one got a little unruly on me. Okay. We'll make sure it's all covered with the breadcrumbs. There we go. Put that one in. Then we're going to do the same thing with this other one. All right. Okay. Getting a little slippery. I don't know what's up. What's that song, Slippery When Wet? We're not going to talk about that song. It means something else. So we're going to stick to it. It's just getting slippery. About that. Turn this over. And when I did it yesterday for the one I did for the picture, I did use a plate. So that'll probably be better instead of this little container. But it's working out. Being that these chicken thighs are so little, it's working out. Okay. So see how it's coated, staying on there. Yep. And then the last one, because this makes 4 servings. In this case, it might be 2. Anywho, we're not going to complain too much about this. All right. Okay. Grandma Hershey tired of leaning over. I'm short and all, but so if I'm short, why am I leaning over? Okay. So really with this one egg, you probably could do you 6 of these thighs, you know? So anyway, get this coating in here right. We don't leave nothing out. See, we're gonna shake, rattle, and roll. Okay, now we're gonna turn this. All righty. I need to put just a little coat on here. Yeah, you probably can get you 6 thighs out of this coating and the egg. So now at this point is when you will put it in the oven and you will let it bake for 25 minutes. Okay. Now, what I had thought of doing and then forgot, I waited too late. I had thought about doing one of them, one of them up to this stage and then put it in the oven to cook so you can see what it looked like, how crispy and brown it looks when it's done before we put the sauce on it. Grandma Hershey didn't do it. So all I can say is lo siento. I'll do better next time. But anyway, it looks nice and crunchy. So what you're going to do is put it in your oven, 425 degrees for 25 minutes. Set your timer. Don't forget it's in there because you don't want it to burn. Then when it's done, you are going to put 2 tablespoons of your ragu sauce on top of each piece of chicken. Then you're going to layer your mozzarella cheese slice on top. And what you're going to get is the magic of TV. And you are going to get this beautiful piece of Parmesan chicken. My lid. There we go. I was trying to keep it as warm as possible. And I should have brought another tongue over here because I don't. Oh, that was a cooked tongue. Oh, that was a cooked chicken, so it won't hurt nothing. Oh, thank God. Because if when you doing the raw part, then you want to change the tongues once it start cooking. Okay, so these are I use cooked chicken already, so we can use this one because I want you to see this how beautiful it turned out. Because once you do that other part, you put it and put the tomato sauce, the ragu on there, and the cheese. Then you're going to stick it back in the oven for about anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes, depending on your oven, till it gets nice and beautiful like that. You see how that cheese melted? Just beautiful. I'm going to cut some so you can see the side where the Parmesan, where the coating, let's see here. It turned so nice and brown. I just got one whole piece. It almost look like some lasagna, don't it? So anyway, Grandma Hershey gonna make sure it's not poison. Okay, we're gonna cut a piece. We're gonna make sure it's not poison. Let's see. Okay, let's get my fork in here right. See, can you see the sauce? And you can't really see the breadcrumbs too much. Let's say on the bottom. There you go. How brown and pretty and crispy that is. All right, so we're going to go ahead and make sure it's not poison, okay? Yep. The seasoning is in there. The breadcrumbs stayed in place. I don't know what this is. I'm not sure. Probably a breadcrumb. Anywho, this is good. Okay. Parmesan chicken. I hadn't made none in years. I almost forgot how to do it. I had to remember to pray. Oh, please tell me how to make this Parmesan chicken. I see how it look. And on the picture, I had some keto spaghetti. And it come plain, so I had to doctor it up myself. And it tasted okay, but the texture was kind of weird. So I don't know. You can try it if you like. I had got this set from Amazon. It had the fettuccine, the spaghetti, and the rice. That was the first time I tried the spaghetti. And next time I'm going to try stir frying it. You know how you have fried noodles at the Asian rice places? I'm going to try that. So we're going to take one for the team now. But you see how the Parmesan, the coating came out nice and everything. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very good. Mm-hmm. Very, very good. All right. So now we're going to move along. And the first thing that I need you to do, trying to figure out what this spot is. Think about wearing all black and I'm wearing all white. You always get something on it. Anywho, first thing we're going to do right now, we're going to go to the thumbs up spot on the screen. And then we're going to click it right now. Then, if you have not subscribed already, go to subscribe and click that. Then you're going to click again to get that black bell. All right? Because that will let you know every time Grandma Hershey comes on the show. Okay? Because like I said, sometimes I just say, come on there just to say I love you. All righty? And so I tell you some fantastic things that's coming up. All right? Which there are. Okay? Still working on the book. Not as quick as I thought. Now I started inputting information into the template. And so we're going to see where it rolls, okay? And so anyway, after this show, which is going to be in about a minute, you're going to share this with everyone you know. Share it with your friends. Share it with your neighbors. Share it with your relatives. And share it with your enemy because everybody got to eat. Okay? We got to feed the world. Mm-hmm. So now let's do our shout outs. We want to shout out to Terry, my sister, my niece in Colorado, Andreas, Laurel. She watched the one with the latte and she said she might try it. Yeah, thank you. And to John, the score mentor. To my brother Hurley, and to Diana, the chopper lady. Yeah, girl. I don't know if Fitzy was around, but anywho, shout out to all of them. All right, and Darla. I think I said that right. I'm terrible with names. I am so sorry. Anywho, so now we have 3 birthdays today. And one girl who said she made, woman, not girl, you know, I'm old, so I'll be saying stuff like that. But anyway, one young lady, I told her I was going to be singing her today. So she said she's going to watch the show. She better be watching. So it was my sister's birthday. It was my nephew Edwin's birthday. And my friend Tamika, who says she gonna be watching, she asked me, was I gonna do the remix? I don't know how much remix I can get. Anyway, we gonna sing happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my sister Edwin and Tamika. Happy birthday to you. Now here's the remix. Happy birthday. That was it. I could rap on any of that. That was for you, Tamika. So next week we're gonna do that sweet potato crumble cheesecake, and I'm adding the word bars to it because I'm gonna put it in a long pan and cut it into squares. Okay, so we're gonna do that next week. That was one of the top ones that people wanted. So we're going to do that. That'll be a nice dessert for you to have for Thanksgiving. Sweet potato crumble cheesecake. Bars. So anyway, you guys have a great weekend. Thanks for stopping by. I love you. Leave your comments. I love the comments. And I will talk to you next week. Oh, and if you have a birthday, let me know before next week so I can sing to you too. Okay. And you can email me at Grandmahursheycooks, all one word, at gmail.com. Okay. With any suggestions or anything like that. All right. Talk to you later. Love you. Mwah. Have a great week. Let's see how this mouse acts today. Ooh, it's acting right.